Hello everybody and welcome back to the Distractible Dragon. This is Will. I'll be your host today. So, playing Elden Ring really made me want to go back and revisit some of From Software's other games. It made me sort of nostalgic. So I've decided today I'm going to be replaying what is probably at least tied for my favorite of the games they've produced. So today, I'm going to be your guide as we wander through the blood-stained streets of Yarnam in Bloodborne.
Oh, yes. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yarnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yarnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
Alright. Since this is for a playthrough, I'm just gonna name him Will after myself. Age. Go with mature. Ordinary, happy upbringing, all attributes average. No. Lone survivor, troubled childhood. Hey, Oliver. Part of me is very tempted to go with noble scion or waste of skin. Just because the noble background just sounds cool. Cruel fate. Waste of... I'm gonna go with troubled childhood. That gives me... Oh, the lowest vitality of the bunch. But I've got the highest skill and the highest endurance. So, yeah. Appearance. Build. I tend to be on... I'm on the burly side. We're... Oh, no. A little darker, but not... that'll do. Yeah, let's... Why does it change my whole appearance if it's just a face preset? I'll just go with the basic one. A little bit wider. Facial hair... Trying to find one at least mildly like my hair now. I mean, the one they give me is actually pretty close, but it's just not receding. But I don't... Fine, we'll go with this. Bit more on the brown blonde side. Beard. My beard is actually more blonde than my head hair, so doesn't look great, but it'll do. Nope. I do, in fact, wear glasses. Is that a monocle? I only need a corrective lens for one eye, so you know what? We're gonna go with the monocle. Alright. And we're gonna start.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
Ooh. Oh, I feel strange. Oh gods. What's that? I am now more confused. Hello? Oh. Okay, I'm gonna stop with this weird voice acting.
Ah, you found yourself a hunter.
Alright, so we're starting in Yosefka's clinic. Controls are pretty uniformly the same amongst most of the Soulsborne Ring games. So, you can, I believe, actually run past this thing. Is there a way for me to sneak up on it? It is half dead. They don't have like a sneak or a crouch in this one. Slapping your butt. I like how your character does these weird karate, karate chops. Like, the animation to me is so weird, because you'd think it'd be more like, I don't know, boxing punches or wild haymaker. I mean, you're kind of scripted to die, so it's not a big deal. We're now in the hunter's dream. Oh yeah, this is when I get to pick my weapon too. So... yeah, trick weapon. Okay. We could go with the saw cleaver, which is like the classic one. It's the one shown like on the game and in like the trailer. The Hunter's Axe is a pretty good one. It's a bit bigger, a bit slower. But I will go with what is the weakest one physically, because it's my favorite, and I've played a little bit with each one of them. I'm gonna go with the Threaded Cane. So, sufficiently deadly as a rigid blade, but also serves as a whip when his blade is split into many. And my other weapon... the pistol's okay. It does more damage, but the blunderbuss is a little bit better for staggering the enemy. So I'm gonna go with the blunderbuss. Here we go. The setup is a little bit different. Oh, right. Oliver, don't try to eat my headset. Okay, notebook. I forget, do they give me the armor, or do I have to buy it? I think I have to buy it. Okay, do I just go back with my weapons? Now I have to remember how to get out of here. Not the bath messenger. Oh yeah, the headstones, that's what it is. Okay, we're starting this over. This time with a weapon. And one of the things that's going to be pretty noticeable for any that haven't played or watched gameplay of Bloodborne is it is considerably, like the gameplay is considerably more aggressive than that of Dark Souls. And to an extent Elden Ring, though Elden Ring does do a pretty good job of encouraging a bit more of an aggressive gameplay style, what with the staggering mechanics that are in the game. It does encourage you to hit harder and a little bit more often. I'm gonna go back and see if I can... Nope. See if I can speak with Yosefka. She would be kind of back the way I came. Yeah, and up these stairs. For now, it's actually Yosefka. We'll get onto that note later.
Are you out on the hunt? Then I'm very sorry, but I cannot open this door. I am Yosefka. The patients here in my clinic must not be exposed to infection. I know that you hunt for us, for our town, but I'm sorry. Please. This is all that I can do. Now,
Yosefka's blood vial is a really good item, but you can only carry like one at a time. There are other special blood vials. I forget exactly what hers does. Yeah, it just restores a larger amount of HP. There are some that'll make you restore stamina faster, and things like that that you can get from other characters. Okay, you caught me off guard. Not even gonna lie about that. More yummy blood vials. I'm never gonna say that again. Oh, wrong button. So, the inspiration here, if you can't tell, like, very gothic, very sort of Victorian / Edwardian Europe, and I am loving it. It is eerie, almost claustrophobic, with all the buildings crowding around you. Okay. I'm gonna come over here and talk to this fella. He is quite friendly.
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yarnam has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good. Pale blood, you say? Never heard of it. But if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church. The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yarnam lies the town of the Healing Church, known as the Cathedral Ward. And deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the Healing Church's special blood. Or so they say.
An odd thing
Israelites don't share much with outsiders. Normally they wouldn't let you near the place, but the hunt is on tonight. This might be your chance.
So, I actually completely forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, something just occurred to me that it's a really dumb question, but since blood is a very central theme here, do you think that different, like, what blood type it is matters, or is that... that just too modern of a thing?
This time's finished.
Ah, he's got a shield. Coward. Yes, I know I use a shield in my Elden Ring gameplay. Oh, there's a lot of them. Alright. We're just gonna join the group, guys. You don't want to hurt me, I'm one of you. So one mechanic I do really like in this game was if you attack the enemy quick enough after you take damage, you will heal some of that damage back. And it's one of the mechanics that makes this game lend itself more to an aggressive playstyle as opposed to Demon Souls and Dark Souls. So, I mentioned this is one of my favorites, and it is probably So I love pretty much all From Software's games. I played Demon Souls. I played. A bit embarrassing. I never actually played Dark Souls 1. It's on my list. Pardon me. I have the hiccups. I intend to get and play the remastered version, but I think the things that I really like about this one is they depart so much from their previous games in mechanics, tone, style. Even the music in this game is different. It's a lot more... Oh no, that's gonna kill me. Yeah, that was like insta-death. As I was saying, mechanics, tone, style, music, it takes all those things that were in Dark Souls, and then it just adds things on top. And I love the setting. Now, I love your high fantasy, your dark fantasy kind of stuff. Like, I love the settings of Dark Souls and Demon Souls and Elden Ring. But this was different. Like, I hadn't played... When I played this game, I had not played a game that looked like this. Like, I feel like I'm walking through, you know, like, the streets of, like, Prague or London during, like... I don't know. After the... Like I said, like, Victorian or Edwardian earlier. Like, it's just... It's such a shift from what I see in other games. Come on. Alright, time to go get my echoes back. But it was such a tone shift, and it was so different, and there's a lot of inspiration from H.P. Lovecraft, who is a horror writer that I actually read quite a lot of. And another thing I love is they took inspiration from one of his more obscure works, which was The Dream Cycle. That's where a lot of the whole, like, Hunter's Dream and the, the Hunter's Dream, all this whole dream world stuff, reaching other realms through dreams, all that comes from the Dream Cycle, and then you've got inspiration from his later, better-known works, because the great ones are definitely inspired by Lovecraft's old ones. And there's very few what you can call actual bad guys in this game, if you think about it. Like, the great ones are far too beyond human comprehension for us to assign them things like human morality of good or bad. I'm rambling at this point. I'm just gonna play the game.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
I'm gonna be very insistent.
Well, sorry, but trot
Okay,
along.
that's all they say. Also, this place feels, for lack of a better way to put it, mayhaps a bit more alive than some of the other settings in Dark Souls or Elden Ring. Like, there's these NPCs that you can knock on the doors of and interact with. So it feels like, you know, not the entire world is after you.
Lads, you've come on. You'd open the door on a night of the hunt. Away with you. Now.
I mean, they're not friendly, but they're not out to get you. Don't know how I missed that stab. I believe there's a dude up here. Yep. It's been so long, but I still remember quite a bit of this game. Yeah, whip form, it's got more range, but it is slower, so... Gotta be conscious of that. But it is great for group control. To be fair, most of the transformed forms of the weapons you can get at the beginning are pretty good for group control. That's not like a whip-specific thing, but I just found that it works very well for me. Oh yeah, I gotta get to the other side. Okay. I get away from the guys shooting at me because it's having to focus, wrong button, on that, that'll really mess me up. I am not dying because some dude whacked me in the face with a torch a couple of times. Ah, the dogs. Not quite as bad as Elden Ring, but still pretty bad. But the gun helps. The gun helps a lot dealing with them. Oh, I didn't even realize something was there. Do. But yeah, like this is so eerie. There's coffins everywhere. It's gloomy. And one little detail I like that I always caught on to was some of these coffins are chained and padlocked. Almost like they're afraid that whoever they put in it is going to try to get out.
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, stuck outside on a night of the hunt. Oh, you poor, poor thing.
Alright. Again, people not being helpful, but at least they're not actively trying to kill me, you know? It's the little things that you learn to appreciate. Okay, this guy is decently tough if I remember right. And he always turns around. Note I said decently tough. But if you know about the parry system in this game, he's easy. And the parry system in this game, I much prefer. I suck at timing, like, blocks and things like that. But I'm really good at shooting things at the right time. Probably just an American thing. We're not very good at defense, but we are quite good at gun-based offense. Oil urn. A lot of things around here are also pretty weak to fire. Even afraid of it. There's that thing that I saw earlier. I forget, is there a place? No, I can't knock on that one. So if I remember right, there's gonna be more. Yeah. Okay. Deal with the other dog. Almost had me there, didn't you? Man, I'm almost at point blank range and you missed. I'm glad you missed, but you really need to learn to... Well, I guess you can't learn anything now. You're no longer with us, but aim where it's going to be, not where it is. Alright, now I know that way there's some werewolves, and they will probably give me a little bit of trouble. And if I remember right, there's an optional boss that way, so I don't even need to... I don't really need to focus on that. Okay. There's a way down that way. I forgot that I can just throw pebbles at things in this game as a attack, air quotes there. Really more of a distraction if I remember correctly. Okay, that drops down to somewhere I've already been. Oh, yeah, there's more paths, but they're past the werewolves. I'm at a level right now where these things are still a problem. Because that one Oh, no! I didn't time that right. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. Oh, I'm going too far. No, 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 no. I am having several close calls. What just... Oh. One of them with a, hunting saber of some sort. So, there were a few weapons... Okay, trick weapons, no. But, fun fact, there were a couple of whip blade-like weapons in history. There was a flexible whip, flexible sort of blade whip used by warriors in India. Way back in the day. I mean, obviously, something like this really couldn't work, but it's just a really cool, like, concept design. Alright. Oh! Pardon me, good sir. Alright. Oh, you didn't get staggered. There we go. Thank you for the blood vials. I forgot how they'll ragdoll. That's sort of morbidly funny, admittedly. Yeah, I'm not dealing with any more of you breaking out. I'm being safe. So I thought there was someone I could talk to around here. Wait.
You're a hunter, aren't you? Then, well, do you know of any safe places?
Not yet. Oh yeah, this will bring me down into the sewer area. Sometimes if you can't stagger them, it's also just a good idea to flurry them until they're done. In this game, the best defense is a good offense. Now, I'm trying to remember. do I need to beat Father Gascoigne before I can upgrade myself? I don't remember. So I think I'm actually gonna get out of here for right now and sort of head back and head in the direction of Father Gascoigne. For the longest time, I thought, because I never actually heard anybody say his name, I thought his name was Father Gascony, because I know that that's like, I've heard that word before, that name. I believe it's a town in France. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So I thought that's how it was said this whole time, and then I actually heard somebody say his name in the game, and I was like, what? That's not how you say that, but that's what the creators decided it was pronounced like, so that's what it is. They could be wrong. I know that's a bit pompous to say, but I mean, they did call the monster that they named Amygdala, which is a part of the brain, they had a tendency of pronouncing it amygdala. Okay, so... Alright, going backwards, making sure I picked up things. Ah! I knew I forgot something, there was a shortcut. Now hopefully...
Across the valley to the
Okay, that's all. Hopefully, I can upgrade myself now. And buy better equipment. Like, I can buy better armor now. I believe. Yeah. Hunter's cap, hunter garb, yeah, all that. Put on my snazzy new clothes. And now, if I had the saw blade, I would look like the character from the trailer. Since we're back here, I'm gonna go ahead and speak to Yarnam.
You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home for now. I am Yarnam, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
Honestly, he's kind of right in a sense. I didn't even know I already had a bloodstone. Or blood shard or whatever. Okay, cool. If you don't think about it, your life would be so much easier. But as it stands, the game sort of, I won't say forces your character to think about it, but the storyline is all you noticing sort of or coming across the cracks, so to speak, and everything. Where stuff stops making sense. Sell items. Oh. Forgot I had these. I'm probably gonna sell one of those. Because I want some more Molotovs. because they are good against quite a lot of things. And if I'm going to be fighting Father Gascoigne soon, I'm going to want them. I actually had a lot of trouble with Father Gascoigne the first time I played. And my fiance, Callie, she was watching me play. She actually quite enjoyed it. This, out of all the From Software games, this is also her favorite. And she suggested that I just throw Molotovs at him. And I went, oh, that's not gonna work. And then it did. And I haven't really been able to live that down since. Well, I won't say live it down, like I wasn't embarrassed. I just legit thought it would be more difficult than that. Let's see. I'm considering going back up to where the werewolves are and fighting the cleric to this video. Like, I know he's optional, but he is a pretty... No, I'll do Father Gascoigne. Oh, you got me. I did a lot of poor timing there. There we go. Much better. Nice little face stabby. Yeah, if you're fast enough, even if you get hit when you stagger them, you can still get that visceral off. This isn't the direction I'm supposed to go. I'm heading back to the sewer again. Is it the way? I'm having such trouble remembering now. You see what I'm talking about? I brought this up in my Elden Ring video. I get lost easily. Even if I am supposed to remember the way, like I've been there before, it's a really bad habit I have, especially in video games. Well, I guess to the sewer it is. Oh, has it already been 30 minutes? Hey Google, stop. Well, darn. I was wanting to at least show you guys a boss fight before I had to stop today. But it looks like I might not be able to do that. Well, I guess this is as good a place to stop as any then. So, I said I wanted to give y'all a boss fight, so I decided to go with the optional Oliver, please stop. The boss is obviously Oliver trying to eat my headset. I decided to go with the Cleric Beast, one of the, as I said, optional bosses in the game, and the first one that you can run into. Like many other beasts, he is of course weak to fire. but he does hit really hard. You know, I actually don't know if he's staggerable with the blunderbuss. The answer is no. No, he is not. So it would be wiser for me to switch to the saw spear. Oh? Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ooh. It also hurt my camera because that was just a very weird angle. Alright. That music is just so, like, oh. So I did find this in the sewer. The saw spear. It's basically like a longer version of the saw blade. And the serrated weapons in the game. This is one of the odder mechanics that I forgot to mention. Is that there are a couple different types of creatures that you end up fighting. There's humans, you know, those random hunters prowling the night. You've got beasts, which are this. And you have the kin. So beasts actually take more damage from serrated weapons. Especially if they're more mutated. So like this thing, the cleric beast, is all sorts of mutated. So the saw spear should do a bit more damage than my cane. There we go. Oh, I forgot about that too. It's not, you know, enemy felled. It's not demigod defeated. It's prey slaughtered. That's another thing about this that sets the tone different. You are the one going out and chasing these things down. If you think about it too hard, you're the monster, not them. Alright, I'm gonna return to the hunter's dream. And I could...
What is it? Very well, let me...
A little bit more endurance can't hurt. Alright.
Farewell, good hunter. May...
And I'll probably just tack this on at the end of the video. I'm probably gonna turn this into a playthrough series much like Elden Ring. I honestly, at this moment, don't know if or when I'll get back to Elden Ring, just because that hasn't really been bringing in a whole lot of views. And it is a game that burns me out a little bit quicker. I don't know what it is. It just might be that it's not my fixation at the moment. I digress, though. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Or night.